G.O.D. Grew up watching my hot ball like MLB. These Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key. I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
The show is coming up as we celebrate the latest edition of the Pro Bowl. The stars of the AFC and NFC are ready to shine. Next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar. AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game between our visitors. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
Get ready to settle in for an entertaining 4 quarters. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway from Las Vegas. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here comes the AFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
I know he's not showing it on the outside, but inside, he's got to be celebrating because think about all the quarterbacking we saw in the AFC this year. 5 or 6 guys could have earned this honor. He got the nod, a real feather in his cap.
Right to the air is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it, a really nice job. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, he finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that 35 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They are such a talented team in defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the AFC on the board first. It's 3-0.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through this time in the Pro Bowl.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And no doubt about it, it was a banner year for quarterbacks in the NFC. A number of guys could very well have been selected for this. But I thought he stood out. I thought he found a way to separate himself from the pack. And he's been rewarded as the starting quarterback in the Pro Bowl. Definitely the right choice in my book.
They'll run. It's Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Hockenson here. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Airing one out for Boyd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. We'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the NFC will take over deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So now we'll get our second look in this game. Not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Again, Dak going to keep it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Trey Hendrickson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. And Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it?
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes, left side caught by Diggs. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and an AFC touchdown. Well, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands, and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
The AFC with the football here to begin the second quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense for the NFC back out there. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Runs over it. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, partners, my man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, but while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here hauled in by Cup. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensive.
And he will carry this one in. Touchdown NFC. Ezekiel Elliott. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the NFC has now cut it to within 1 score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows his versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The AFC offensive unit gets set to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. And that's this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the AFC. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They start on the ground with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Prescott. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The AFC going to get the football here late in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Seconds left. Not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the three, and I think it was a smart move.
So we have hit halftime with a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards on the pickup there. They'll run it again with Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, and first down as well. Throwing now is Rodgers. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run here with the Saints' Alvin Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this stout AFC defense able to come away with a goal line stand. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. Once again, it's Jacobs. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down, Jacobs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here now the NFC to take over on offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Pushes him over. And he'll be brought down on what's going. Final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. It's NFC football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The numbers for the NFC on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third down and 12. Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Rodgers now on first down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts. A 14-yard touchdown. And the NFC now an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's complete to Diggs. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Mahomes. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Travis Kelce from 4 yards out. And the AFC has retaken the lead. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Rodgers again now. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And 2nd down. Kamara up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Caught on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. T.J. Hawkinson there to make the grab. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The AFC set to take over on offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
A little bit of a dangerous throw in a tie ball game because your job, make sure the worst thing that happens to your offense is that you go into overtime. That could have been a game changer there if he came down with that interception.
Mahomes to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes. He gets this complete to Diggs. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to get some of that yardage back. Still doesn't have a first down, but he does get out of bounds to stop the clock. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. Couldn't decide things, so it's on to overtime here as the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself in position to let your kicker have at it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Brought down by Ed Oliver. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. This is caught. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jacobs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Touchdown! So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory.
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game.